What's up, everybody? What's good with your peoples? Hope you guys are having an awesome day, awesome week, awesome night, depending on when you're watching this video. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with your boy. This is another ASU show, and we've reached 106 videos, so I'm very excited about that. So let me tell you guys about what's going on right now. So I get a lot of questions. I still get a lot of questions about linking up Maschine and Studio One, and so I just wanted to come on and go live with you and see if I can get some of those same people that ask me those various questions to you know come in the chat area and let's talk about it. And hopefully, those same people that asked me those questions can join and ask those questions live. All right, so I'm just setting up my situation here. What's up, Cammy, Nathaniel? What's up? What's up? What you guys? What's cracking? I can always count on my people to come show out and show your boys some love. I definitely appreciate that. That's one of the reasons the great benefits of going live, because I get mad love, and I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. So today we're diving into Studio One 3, that is, and Maschine Studio here, as you guys can see. I must let you guys know that if you are a Studio One user and you have the artist version or the Prime version, don't quote me on the artist version, but I know definitely for the Prime version, you are limited to the VSTs you can see, or the AUs that you can actually see physically in your system. So you might not be able to connect your machine with Studio One. But I am working from the professional version, so you should be able to do what you see me do or whatever. Anyways, I have a couple of courses right before we get started. I have a couple of courses for you guys. So if you guys looking to learn more about Studio One 3, I have a course on that. And or if you need more assistance learning, navigating around the Maschine Studio, I also have a course on that as well. It's probably within the video, embedded in the video somewhere. Like you got to click on ads or something like that. But you can always visit the website ksound.com/ASU and check those out. And there's a few other courses on there available for you guys, and just in case you want to get into that. So let's get into this whole process here. This is battery that I load up, just checking to make sure that my system is working properly. But we're going to go and find Maschine Studio here. We're going to bring that in, and I hope I sound decent to you guys. It's that common thing that happens when you streaming live. You want to make sure that your voice sound good. It's not distorted. It's not coming out of one ear, but it's coming out of both ears. You know what I'm saying? And the audio quality of what we're doing here, we want to make sure that you guys can hear it very well, and it's coming through clean and crispy and that type of thing. So I appreciate any type of feedback from you guys. That will be awesome. So anyway, if we can dive into my screen here, this is basically what it looks like. Oh, and you're probably looking at these headphones like those are different. These are the AKG 702s, the K702s. All right, these are, man, love them. That's all I can say about them. So anyway, let's dive into this. So what I did was I brought over, and all I had to do was drag my instrument from my browser section here. As you can see, I just drag it on over, and it created this plugin of Maschine. So when you are doing anything in Maschine, and you want to use it with your Studio One setup, you have to understand that there's two different workflows here. You must understand that. You have to understand that, because if you don't, you can get very lost in what you're trying to achieve. So I don't even know which one that I can say you need to learn first, but they both are easy. It's just two different workflows. You know what I'm saying? The way you do things in Maschine is totally different from Studio One. Not big of a difference, but I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. So, and Studio One did it well. Maschine, that is, they did a great job in their latest update, which is the 2.4.6, I believe, where they changed the loop feature. So like you can now deactivate the loop, hitting your shift and loop, I believe. But that only works. Actually, it works. I believe it works in plug-in mode as well. I'm not sure, but there you are limited to this way of workflow. When you connecting them together, you use a Maschine as a plug-in within Studio One. So your transport functions won't really work. It won't work as well. There are some people who came up with some ideas as to how to get it working properly. You know, a template or whatever, perhaps that they are providing, or tutorials that they putting on YouTube showing you guys how to do that. I haven't yet figured that out. I know how to make my Maschine the controller where I can trigger. I see. Why am I saying? I'm trying to say configure and trigger at the same time. I can make my Maschine trigger my Studio One. How about that? I said it that time, huh? I can make my Maschine trigger Studio One, so my Maschine will act as a standalone or a controller. Not standalone, but a controller that will trigger. However, when I get to the point where I want to make beats or whatever, you won't be able to do that when you make Maschine the controller. And just they made it easy. All you have to do is hit shift and MIDI or channel, and it actually flips through the controller. Like you can make it a controller where it can control several parameters in Studio One, or you can switch it back over and use it as a plugin, as what you see me, getting ready to do now. So we're using Maschine as a plugin right now at the moment. So this is a plugin. I got some questions that came in. Okay, thanks, Nathaniel. You said I sound good, cool. I appreciate that. Rob, what's up, man? K-Sound, do you sidechain your snare to sense massive silent one instruments, brass or strings and dub bass? Sometimes I do. It just depends on what I'm working on, and what I'm trying to go for. Cami says, how long you've been producing? I've been producing for, I want to say, it's been about maybe 17 or 18 years I've been doing this. So I got a few years behind my belt, doing this type of thing. All right, so let's dive into it. Lately I've been playing around with some samples from the output. I love this machine. Like the XL is, I feel like this is what really motivates me to do anything. Like it's just the stuff that comes out of here, and I'm just going, as you can see, I'm just scrolling, and I'm just kind of going off of a random type deal here, and that's probably the best thing you want to do when you got libraries like this, and just see what you can find and make whatever. Try not spending all day going through the stuff. That's something you don't want to do, because there's so much stuff in here. I don't want to spend all day, because you'll never get across anything. So we're just gonna go for the gusto. We're just gonna boom, whatever this is. This is your stolen breath. I have no idea what this is gonna sound like. We just went for it. We were scrolling as we were talking, and we stopped there, and bam, we're gonna whatever it is. And if I'm not feeling it, of course, I will go to the next patch. No problem. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like every time I've been inside of Output or this Excel, I haven't been let down yet, and I don't think I will. So while Excel here is loading up, is talking to my hard drive down here, and they having a little conversation. Yeah, they taking too long. All right, so now we got everything rolling right now. So okay. Okay, sounding good. Okay, cool. Um, let's go to. We're gonna switch to plugin, where you guys can actually see the plugin itself. And I'm gonna pop this out here, and we're gonna go a little further into this here and see what we can get out of it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one. I'm not. It's dope, but I can't hear anything right now. So we're gonna scroll and go to the next one. That would be more so. I will probably go to something like that once I'm into a beat, like I'm in for real, and I have a feeling that I may have to switch something. I don't know. We're gonna. That sounds more like it. I just came up with that. That's pretty cool. Let's work with that. So, like I was explaining to you guys, um, the way this works is most likely inside a machine you have to create your first four bars or so, right? And it will loop, continuously. But in Studio One, the your locator will just play all the way out. Like there is no limit as to how far it will actually go. So right. So let's record that. So I'm gonna hit my record. I'm gonna trigger my record button here on my machine, and you don't hear any metronomes or anything, because everything, again, when you're using a DAW, it's your DAW is controlling your machine at this point. So and watch how it loops. So we're experiencing some latency issue, which is not a big deal. We can go and adjust that here. If you guys experiencing latency issue, one of the ways you can fix that is by going to your preference area, and then you go over to your audio. No, your I forget. I believe it's general. Yeah. So no, it's not general. Let's find it. Yeah, I was right the first time. Your audio setup. Duh. It just looked different. I don't know. But it's in your device block size. This is also your buffer size. That's what that means. So if you hear people say your buffer size, to go to device block size inside of Studio One. And that's the other thing I want to mention to you guys, because that's something that's very common. Like, especially for Studio One. Studio One has a lot of things where the terminology is a little different. So just like that, what you guys seen is the device block size in Studio One, but it's the same as buffer size. Buffer size is more so your universal, your general language. You hear that more so, a lot more so than device block size. You know what I mean? So Studio One has their own terminology that they use to describe different things, and that's just something I've noticed right off back. So basically here, you're going to change your block size, and for this purposes, I'm gonna go to 256 just so that I can get everything to sync properly. Usually you will go to 256 if you're recording like vocals and things like that, bands, or because you're only using Studio One as recording audio at the point. But when you're doing production work, if I wasn't streaming right now, I would easily bump this to 1024 or anything above, because then I'm using the processing speed on my computer itself. But all of that is too much. It's too powerful when you're recording vocals. So you would tend to stick around. I mean, 512 is good, but if you want like to kill the latency issue, because a lot of times when we're recording, we're experiencing latency issues, and so we will go with 256, 128. Probably nothing less than 28, because when you go to 64 samples, then you start experiencing like, not so good quality. So we're going to go with 256 here. And then there's somewhere in here you can also change the buffer size for this as well. So they moved the menu, which is in your file, and it's preference. And we can also, but you know what? Seeing that this is standalone, I mean not standalone, but as a plugin, you won't have options in that. But these are your options, in case you need to change some things around, going to the back end of Studio, Maschine Studio. This is how you get back there. But I'm not seeing any options available for changing the so it's a plugin. So pretty much the whatever you're doing from the master DAW, which is Studio One, Maschine will follow. So luckily this is something simple. I can just take these notes here and just move them over. Not too much there, so we're gonna just take that and all right. So I guess I can move that. Yeah, looks good. Let's extend these here. Let's see how that sounds. Now, for this particular sample, I'm thinking let's see. Okay, we'll roll with it. I'm a little particular about like timing, that type of thing. So we can continue rolling. As you guys see, how I was able to play, and here at the top, you notice that my locator just keep going, but my machine is looping back to 1, but Studio One is continuing to go and go and go. So what I typically do is I'll select the first 4 bars, and it's just depending on which section of the song that we're working with, and I'll turn my first 4 bars on, and I'll make Studio One I'll sync them and work on the first 4, and if I need to move on and start moving on to the next section of the song, then I'll take my bar and my 4 bars, or the loop the loop area and take them to 5 through 9, right? And but down here you will have a new scene, so you have to create a new scene in order to continue working on the song even more so a little later. So let's look at some questions right quick. I see a couple that just came in. Kevin Wendell, what's up, man? I still haven't used my XL yet. Audio U was right, man. If you ain't use Excel, I don't know what to tell you, man. I've been using this thing and been amazed by it, and I'm glad we're talking about it now because I could show you a few things. Everything I've just created so far was through Excel so far. So now we're gonna go ahead and start building the kit. And I'm actually go to Group B. And I like to separate everything: my drums and my keys and bass, whatever effects. I like its own separate group or whatever. So Group B will be my drums in this instance, and we're gonna go to my sounds here, my samples, and the drum kit I've been using lately that I like is the little like glare. I love the drums come out here, and I actually was able to pick out some favorites, and I listed in my favorite section, and boom, like I already got a kit that I'm thinking about using. Man, the latency is like terrible right now, but you gotta roll with it. Can't let that bring you down. Let's see if I change the buffer size in this other app. I don't know if that really did anything. I hope it didn't do anything to my sound, my voice, whatever. But we're gonna roll with it. All right, so I hope I'm not distorted sounding, because that was an issue one time. Just sounding too distorted. I didn't want to sound distorted. Because that's an issue for me. I don't want to be distorted. So I was looking at one of my videos like, man, I'm distorted, so I need to make an adjustment or something. But so I can continue like building. We're gonna deactivate the prehear here for a second, because that's one of those things that kind of annoys me. The prehear is good, like when going through your stuff, when you go through your stuff, you can hear them or whatever. But when I need to go to a new sound, it's like you can't. You have to actually either hit the browse button again and come out of it and press, select another pad, then go back in there, or just deactivate prehear altogether. That is what I feel like it works better, I guess. But anyway, we're gonna go to drums. We're gonna go to our snare section here, and let's see. We got I didn't select any favorites here. And this is the part where I will need. This is the part where I would I would have needed to select my prehear. So let's go prehear so we can hear it. So. I don't know. Let's see how it sounds. I don't know. First, let's select the sounds. All right. Just playing around, see what I feeling. Let's pick another kick. I like that. right now at this point, I'm just recording inside a Maschine itself. So everything is being focused on the plug-in. I'm not doing anything inside of Studio One yet. We just working strictly from Maschine. I don't know if I want to roll with that kick or not. Ah. Smooth that over some. Latency is real. So in this instance, we're going to because it's a sample, I'm gonna turn my filter on and I'm gonna throw a high pass filter on it. Because I don't want to fight with my kick. Okay. Just reading the comment about the distortion, so I sound fine. Cool. Thanks. The thing it says, who's the producer that you look up to? Also, do you have a song that you play over and over again that you could call your blueprint song that inspire you? And Kevin says, and I thought I was the only one having that problem. No, you're not the only one that had that problem, man. It's a universal thing. But going back to the question, I know we just getting started, but I wanted to address it before I get started. Seeing that I did read that question, but for Mr. Nathaniel, to answer your question is I have several producers I listen to. I like the people I respect is one of them are Timbaland. I respect Timbaland. I respect Leslie. Ryan Leslie is another one I respect highly, very highly. There's a few of them I can't think of the names. Zaytoven is another one I respect that man. And it's like it's a variety of people in different genres, different areas. However, I love watching them work. I love hearing their work and like the process and things like that. But I don't like if I have an artist that's looking for a certain style of music, then I'll study that song or I'll study them and create a beat according to that direction, because that's what the artist is looking for. But as far as like just on a daily basis, I listen to everything and I try to attack everything from all angles. There's not a song where actually there is one song. There's one that by Nicki Minaj that I love, but I don't play it all the time. I just, whenever I hear it, I'm like, I gotta hear it at least 4 times in a row because it's dope. And then I just move on to another song. So that's kind of where I am to that, in that aspect, because as a producer, it's like I am also a music lover as well. I was a music lover first before I became a producer, and what inspired me to become a producer was the fact that I love music so much. I wanted to be a part of the creative processes, so I joined the team. You know what I'm saying? Now here I am now, and so every once in a while I have people I listen to. But a lot of times, like when you get into music production, you know, you listen, blah blah blah. You see what's out here. If you want to stay creative, what I tend to do is not listen to people. You know, I just kind of like back away and try to get in my zone and try to figure out where we're going. Like now, what I'm showing you guys now, I have nothing to reference. I'm just going. I'm just creating from off the top of my head because even myself, I haven't heard what I'm doing now. I don't know what to expect next. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the art behind music production and, you know, how we do things or whatever. So that was a good question, man. That's what's up. All right, going back. I haven't checked out these loops in here yet. I need something in the minor. You know, it's worth checking out, but probably not what we're trying to do. All right, so let's go to one shots and see what's in here. Huh. Let's change the tag on this. You know what I'm saying? And you just play around. I'm gonna leave that there. I may come back to it. I actually like that sound. It sounds pretty cool. So I'm playing around with the loops, seeing if I can find something right quick that I can throw in. So I'm not finding anything yet. See if I can. See if I can adjust the semitone. No, because it's not even. That would be cool. I'm sure I could do that. Play around with the pitch. You know, the whole idea is just to see what you can come up with. That's on time. Pan it out to the see what else we can come up with. Now another thing you can do, I'm going to actually add an extra kick, but I'm gonna make one of them trigger the other one. So the way you could do that, and that's some of the cool things you can do in Maschine here. So I got both these kicks here, and instead of reprogramming the kick all over again, and I want to double up and make them do the same thing, I'll just make this one, since I already programmed it, and I'll make this the master. I'm gonna add this to group 1. The link group 1, make that the master, and then make this one the slave. But I also have to have that in the same group as well. So check this out. Now my kick is hitting a little harder. All right, so now we're gonna, we in the middle of building something, have no idea where we're going with this, and so then you just start playing with all types of stuff. Do something different, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go for the Cuba section, which will most likely is built more so for your Cuba style, maybe African style music, but let's see what happens. You never know, you know what I'm saying? Although that's actually sounds pretty good though. There's a piano. I've never really played. Never really played with this stuff, Just getting ideas, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Your salsa stuff. And usually, if I find something pretty cool, I'm gonna put an effect on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. See if I can fix that. I actually like the delay, you know. So I'm gonna turn off the quantize and kind of play around with it. So I don't want this to, so we're gonna, you know, what I'm doing here is taking off the quantize. I want it to sound sloppy. I didn't want it to be so, you know what I'm saying? And let's see what we can do with it. There may be an effect somewhere that we can utilize to make this great, to make it sound good. All right, so let's go for, first of all, can't be on the same, wait. All right, got to be on the empty slot. Then we can add our I might put a guitar rig on it. Let's try the mouth. See, a lot of people sleep on the mouth. I don't know, but the mouth got some things that you could do in here, man. So let's use the mouth. As soon as it load up. So this is the mouth. Don't know what we find. Sounds pretty cool. What interface are you using here? I have the Studio 192 Mobile by Personas. That's what Vice Versa asked. Kevin said, "Uh-oh, about to do that Memphis sound." Vital Heartbeats, what's up, man? What's good, everyone? What's up, Kay? I'm doing great, man. You guys are forgetting to hit that like button for the homie, though. 14 people watching and only 4 likes. I appreciate that. Thanks for looking out, man. I appreciate that. That's dope. Whoa. Huh. Wait, give me a second. I need to figure out what I'm hearing. I'm gonna go back to Cuba because I liked that piano in there. I'm not a piano player, so don't judge me. Something like that. Wow. They all in my mic. Johnny Lewis, I like that sound, bro. I appreciate that. I know y'all listen to all this background stuff, man. These people. I should put a sign on my door say, I am streaming. Please do not interfere. Josiah, do you have a website, bro, for your tracks? I do. I need to update it with latest stuff, but if you're looking for some stuff, you can always reach out to me. It's ksound.com. Something like that. Something like that. I'll get it. Let's come back to that. Because I actually dig that. All right, so okay, so just showing you guys what you can do inside of Maschine to get things rolling. Like you can use Maschine as a plugin, and as you guys see me do, I'm doing like production stuff. I'm not just creating a beat. I'm actually going in, playing around with some of the sounds, messing around with some effects and things like that. And there's different instruments in here that you can use, you know, because Maschine Studio is a full-blown production station. You can use this to do an entire song. You can use this. You can use the standalone software to produce an entire beat and not need anything else. You know, some people use it for that purpose. I prefer to have this because I love Studio One, because I use Studio One to do all of my mixes, all of my mastering work in it, and I use it to do music production as well. So I have both I guess best of both worlds, and I can combine them two together, and that's what makes it so awesome. So say, you know, we like what we're doing right now and we want to continue using Studio One, you know, to move forward in the song, we can definitely do that because it's Studio One after all, right? So I can go in and add more plugins. By the way, Massive is an instrument that's used, that is built by Native Instruments, who you know, the makers of the Maschine Studio, but I can use anything, you know, anything you want to do, you know. Let's go to the browser and I don't know. Massive is dope. I use it quite often. I like the glad on it. This is dope. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I'm not a piano player. But I just thought that was pretty awesome how I was able to take that trumpet sound and just create something totally different. Okay. That sound like it's, yeah. So the mouth is not cutting off the effects all the way. It's like totally keep going. Cause I can hear it in the background. But no problem. I can fix that. But I'm not gonna fix that now. All right, Josiah said cool. I appreciate that. Need to catch up with these questions. Appreciate the likes, you guys. I can't really see the likes on it because I'm not looking at the video, but I'm looking at the questions that come in. But I'm looking at the some of these comments that are coming in. So we got I appreciate that Vital Heartbeat, man, for looking out for me, and I definitely appreciate that. Man, you need a Poly 6 on that with the nasty bass. I do. Yeah, man. I'm just getting started. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, just showing, you know, everyone how you can use them both together. And because I keep getting these questions, right? You know, everybody wants to know, you know, show me, you know, I want to see, you know. So I decided to you know, kind of dedicate this towards that purpose. Cool. Appreciate that. Vital says, who are you talking to? My website is in my name. I lost 10,000 subscribers. Okay, cool. So, well, whoever you talking to, I put out my website. I don't know, you know, the whatever website you're looking for. Mine is ksound.com, KSOUNDD.com. If you're looking for me, or if you're looking for someone else, that's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I think we all caught up now. Cool. Just want to make sure I'm addressing everybody's questions, and not just, you know, just going and on, you know what I mean? So, like, this is one of them joints where I have no idea of where to go next. Like, I'm just kind of at a creative standpoint and just kind of going in and just never know what to. This is like, I feel like this is the best production. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like creative mode. Like, you don't know. This is what art is about. This is why the channel, or this, you know, this live instance is called Art of Sound, because this is exactly what it's about. It's being artful and creating whatever you feel. And I don't know, like, I had no idea I was going to take the song that, like, you know how you start off something and it you know, you meant it to go a certain way. You was hearing, I was hearing some trap drums on there. I could have went that way, but I was like, you know what? It's a lot of that, and I've done quite a few of that. Let's go somewhere else. Just be free and just let music production, you know what I'm saying, just the art of music, just take you to wherever you got to go, and just let it lead you. Don't fight against it. You know what I'm saying? The only time I stay in my lane, you know, is when I'm working with the artist and they looking for a specific sound. Then, you know, I have to produce that. But, you know, right now I'm in the free spot right now, and I have no idea where we're gonna go, what we're gonna come up with next. These are all of my arpeggiators. Probably to play with more samples. That's what I'm thinking. I like that. So we're gonna turn down the volume here and just kind of. That's actually what it sound like. It sound like some Disney, hip hop Disney. I don't know. You know? So I just recorded something here right quick. First note not there. So let's activate my pre here. I think I need to turn that on. I think no. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Don't know it. Just let the music take you there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going, and I know I got to get out of here. But this is one of those situations where it's like, man, where do you go next? And to help out some of you guys, because I also get a bunch of questions about, if I hit a block, what did I do? How do you get over that? So a lot of times, like you'll be on the road. And you know what I'm saying? You in there, but you get to a spot where it's like, dang, I don't know where else to go. Man, because one thing I try not doing is adding everything that sounds good to me, because it's everything that sounds good does not mean that is good for the track. You know what I'm saying? You got things that fits and you got things that don't fit. So you want to try to be the person who's able to say, okay, I'm not going to add that in, even though I like the sound itself, but it doesn't fit the track. So I'm not going to add that in. I'm not going to be, you know what I'm saying? And although we're talking about art, being creative, and unleashing the rules or whatever, at the end of the day, you still want to create something of quality. You don't want to get in here and just do everything or anything, because then you won't, you know what I'm saying, you won't get the respect you need, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You have to create something that you have to create something somebody's gonna like. How do you know that? I don't know. I really don't, because I get a lot of people who dig some stuff that I do, and I don't like it, and they keep me up like, hey man, can you finish that? And I'm like, oh okay, I didn't know you like stuff like that. I really didn't care for it, but I went, you know what I'm saying? So I'm digging what I'm doing. It's just I need more time to kind of situate and figure out what I want to do and play around with some more sounds and see where I want to go. It might just be done. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's the issue. Your track might be just done. You look up to add more stuff, and that's just might be all it needs. And at that point, it's just whatever the artist does next, or recording things like voices and things like that. So I just might need someone dope to just come and spit something on it right quick, and that will be the song. You know what I'm saying? How do you know that? You don't, because it's art. You really never know where art is going to take you, because it's like it's a gamble all the time, but you just never know. You just never know. It's like that's why I love this production world, because there's no rules, and I wanted to portray that to all of my viewers and all of you guys that's watching. There is no rules. Don't let nobody tell you there's rules to this game, and trying to stick you in a box. Like, break out that box and do something different. You know what I mean? There's gonna be some people who hear or seen this video and hate what I did. That's cool, cause it's art. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that everybody gonna love you for who you are. They just not. You different. They different. They style is different. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say, is everyone. It's always someone out here for someone. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of finding that right person. I'm not trying to get into the relationship type thing, or love life or whatever, but it's true. Or even friendship in general. You meet people, you kind of like, okay, I like him, I like her, I don't too much care for him, so I'm not going to hang with them. And you know what I'm saying? You kind of already do that, just normal living. It's the same thing with music. Some people gonna like it, some people not. I'm not expecting everybody to like my music. All that matters is the person you work with. If they dig what you're doing, you done. They say, I like it. You done. Don't go back and try to add more stuff. They say they like it. Hey, that's something I had to learn. I have to teach myself, because I'm hard on myself as well. And I'm like, nah, that's not perfect. I'm still, nah, that's, what I mean? Sometimes just because your name's on the line, you'll go in and do certain things that kind of like clean up things, you know what I'm saying, and make it more presentable or whatever, whatnot. And they might like that better. But, if it's more so like you feel like you're missing something, or, and the client likes it, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it right there. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Yeah, Kevin says understanding when to stop. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Kevin says no. I read that already. Vital Heart. Thanks, man, for yeah. My website is on the page. I appreciate that. I'm getting to this stuff late, so appreciate your compliment as well. Vital Heartbeats. Kevin says understanding when to stop. That's very important. That's very important. Understanding. But how do you know when to stop? That's a question sometimes. How do you know when to keep going and when to stop. You will know. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those things where, you know, when you do it so many times and you get in and you focus on your craft and you build it up and you try to, you know what I'm saying? You go at it and you know what I mean? You will know. You will know when to stop. You'll know when to keep going. Yeah, it's missing something. I need to add this. I need to, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't know, but it's still okay. It's okay. Just keep doing it. You know, that's what I say. That's my answer to it. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. You know, create something new. Keep creating, and let the artistry just take over. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I try not doing is creating a lot of stuff in my music where it makes it so busy to the point where no one really understands what's going on, what the heck is going on in the track. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're writing music for artists to sing on or rap on or whatever the case may be. You don't want your music to be so busy to the point where there's no room for the artist to be an artist as well. You know what I'm saying? You want the artist to be creative. You want to give them some type of space to do their thing. You know, they need their own lane in your music. So, you know, you want to keep that in mind as well. But if you were creating music more so on like in the artistry type thing, where you just, you know, maybe in an instrumental or something, you looking just to release an instrumental and you're not looking for like in the vocalist with verses and choruses and, you know, stuff like that. Then yeah, you know, you just do what you want. You know what I mean? It's really up to you. All right, so Vital says when you hit a block, just save your project file version 2 and come back to it at a later date when you got you know, your ears refreshed. That's a very awesome advice. I advise that as well. I stand behind that 100% because that's exactly what I'm gonna do to this. I'm gonna close it down. Always save your work. That's something else I learned. Always, even if you don't like it, save your work. Create a derivative of it or whatever, and go in the direction that you want to go in. You know what I mean? And who knows? Because every once in a while, I'll sit down and go through stuff, and I'm like, "What is this?" And I'll click on it, and I'm like, "Wow, this is dope." I was doing this at first. I didn't like it, but now it's like I dig it. I need to finish this. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first, I didn't have any ideas because sometimes I've done so much stuff where I come back to things that I've done 3 years ago that I've started, wasn't digging at first, and had to come back to it. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of those. And then it's like, man, that was dope. I should finish this. You know what I'm saying? But if you save everything, you will have that experience too. So remember to save all your work, like I'm about to do now. Save your work. Make sure that, you know, and if you're not feeling it at the moment, hey, do not force it. That's the main thing. You don't want to force creativity. That, you know, creativity is a free range. It's free. It's freedom, man. You know, you don't want to force creativity. If you ain't feeling it, get out of it. Don't touch it. Don't mess with it. It's already beautiful the way it is. Come back to it, like Vital said, with fresh ears, and listen to it again. And I promise you, you might hear something or you may not. You may not still hear nothing. Hey, just let it go. Let it go. Do something totally different. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it comes to you after you like tapped into something totally different. Or just sit down and listen to more music and different things, or something opposite than what you would normally do. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Just do something different, or listen to something different and come back. You know, you might hear something. I have a lot of things that I do, a lot of techniques I will, you know, I could share with you guys, but we're gonna keep it moving. Yes, I don't love the beat to death, literally. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody has different taste buds, you know. Vital, I like the beating to death when you add too much to your beat. Yeah. Right. Exactly. You know, it's all about knowing when to stop. All right, and right now I'm realizing I need to stop because I got some things I need to do. So you guys were awesome. I appreciate it. I'm gonna play the track one more time. And it almost sounds different. Like I took a second, took a moment to talk to you guys, and I'm digging it even more, and I'm getting another idea or more ideas. I definitely want to turn down this lead here. Probably put effect on that as well and kind of create something different, something new. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just never know where music take you, and that's the beauty of it. All right. Again, this is your boy Kevin Ellup. I got to get out of here. Y'all visit the website ksound.com. Make sure you put your email in there, because we'll be sending out emails to everybody about some cool things we got going on in the future. All right. I hope that this video was inspiring as much as it inspired me. I enjoyed making this video. I had fun with you guys as always. Hey, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture. I got to get out of here, but I am digging this. All right. Yeah.